This is a call for an uprising. Welcome to today's show. One of the first videos I did, and I feel like I've been saying that a lot recently, but it was actually the first strike that I got on my channel, was doing a video on BB Rexa. And I hope I'm saying her name wrong because I'd love to disrespect her any way possible that I can. But BB Rexa has a new video out called Last Hurrah. Now, I don't want to keep covering all this stuff over and over, but to show you the repetition, I do. But you got to see this video because some of the stuff in it is unbelievable, including, of course, all of the satanic imagery. And you can look at BB Rexa and see some of the stuff that she's tweeted in the past. She's said things like, you know, let me tell you something, Jesus himself can return to earth and there will still be haters. Do you? Right, which is part of this mindset. Don't hate on anyone. Don't be a hater, because it's supposed to mean tolerance for all, right? And do what thou will, which I'll get into in the video, because all of the same satanic repetition is there. I've covered BB before, not just with her Masonic crap that she's had, but also, you know, just another one of these musicians who always wanted to be an optometrist as well. You can see pictures of her wearing the all-seeing eye on a shirt with, of course, the heart inside of it. I've covered the heart as well. And the love movement. The love movement is the tolerance movement and the Antichrist movement. Okay, that is what is occurring right now. That is why these celebrities constantly are holding up the symbol of the heart and always talking about do you and oh the haters and oh the haters. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's just, it's so ridiculous because you have people even like who aren't in the mainstream or just regular people on Facebook or on Twitter and stuff, and they say the same stuff. They regurgitate the same crap that these celebrities say. Like, oh, there's still haters, like they're celebrities. This is all part of the Masonic self-pride, the self-movement that we're seeing going on. But the most important thing I'm going to start with in this video, which, of course, you know, well, all right, I won't start with the most important thing. I'll save that for a few minutes. I'll try to go in order in case any of you actually want to sit through this absolute barf bag of a video. But of course you have her wearing the angel wings. This is done over and over again. It represents the fallen angels, as well as representing the duality in the video because she uses a lot of the black and white color symbolism. This is what Satanists believe in. Duality, or good deeds outweigh your bad deeds. Right? So she has the black glasses on with the white clothing. And of course the angel wings. But nobody questions it and says anything about angels, them representing the fallen angels, because people just think all of these women just think it's such an original idea to wear these angel wings. Then, of course, she's talking about the things she's going to do in her life, and she suddenly starts puking in front of a sign that says sin. Of course, you know, these people are all sinners. They all want you to be sinners, but they're trying to make it seem like they're not sinners, and people like me and other Christians are sinners because, and not that we're not, because we all sin, we all fall short, but they want you to think that tolerance, philanthropy, and all these things are you know, not sinful things. That's how you're supposed to be, which is part of the do without will mindset, which of course leads to this, a television screen that says, I'll do what I want. This, of course, referencing Aleister Crowley, right? Do without will shall be the whole of the law. Love is the law, love under will, right? And that's why all these celebrities are talking about do what you want. That's what they say a lot in their songs, right? I'll do what I want, do what you want, do what you want, let them do what they want. Right? And that's the way, that's what eventually is going to happen, right? Do what thou wilt should be the whole law. But people don't understand it. Love is the law, love under will, right? And that's part of the deception. Because love means tolerance and acceptance of all. I've said it a million times. I will continue to say as much as I can to help people wake up and see what is going on. So, we see that over and over with all of these celebrities, right? Do what I want, do this stuff over and over. And then we see possibly, you know, one of the most ridiculous things, I mean, that I've ever seen, blatantly obvious in a video. You got a priest here, right, who's openly wearing his upside-down cross, right? And of course, you know, it's pretty amazing to me when I talk about the upside-down cross that there's actually Christians who think that it's referencing Peter and how Peter was crucified upside down. It's an honor and all that. So this is mocking Jesus Christ. It's mocking Christians. Because look what's right on the cross, right? Oh my goodness, it's the pentagram. Can you believe it? The upside down Baphomet pentagram right on the cross. You know, not disrespecting anyone. And on top of all of that, what is this guy doing? He's taking a bath. Well, what are you thinking? Maybe he's filthy? Is this sexy that this guy's taking a bath wearing an upside down cross inside, with a upside down pentagram on it? That's because this is the satanic baptism. I've covered it over and over, right? Seeing the bathtub over and over and over. And not just the bathtub, you actually see the milk inside the bathtub, right? I've covered milk as well. Milk has various meanings in witchcraft, okay? And what it represents in witchcraft, also representing sperm and a new baptism, which is to come. This is one of the reasons that you see all of these Satanists from the Satanic Temple when they go outside the abortion clinics, that they do milk baptisms. They get baptized by priests inside of milk. They dump milk on each other. That's why you see the milk campaign. You see, Kim Kardashian bathing in milk, Fergie bathing in milk. Okay, this is not a coincidence. But I guess people will think it is. I mean, this guy just all of a sudden makes no sense if you watch the video. He's just suddenly taking a bath, right? They were filming the video. She's an angel. He's a priest with an upside-down cross with the Baphomet pentagram. And he's like, hey, you know what? I don't know. I feel like taking a bath. Wouldn't that be cool right now if I take a bath and smoke a cigarette? People literally don't think when they watch any of this stuff, right? And then you have people dunking themselves in the milk bath over and over. They show bottles of milk, okay? Again, there's repetition being used here, not just with the bathtub, but with milk. Okay, and the satanic baptism. You also will see BB, of course, with the halo over her head, which does not represent angels, it's satanic, but you can see the mocking with the crown of thorns on her head. That's what this is supposed to represent, right? And this is somebody who posts on Twitter. If you look into some of her posts and stuff, she's always praising God, and people are like, no, she loves God, because people just hear that and they don't realize that these people believe that Lucifer is God. That is who they worship, Lucifer, okay? Make it real clear. And again, you'll see her when she has the angel wings on. She's in her bed. I mean, she's practically naked. There's so many clips I can't even show because she's pretty much, she puts a cat in her underwear, which is just disgusting. You won't hear PETA call into that for some type of perversion, of course, because this is supposed to be art, so they can get away with that stuff. But the priest is wearing the white, of course, and the cross is black. She's wearing the white angel wings, and her outfit is black, right? This is the duality garbage that they all believe in. And this is the repetition that we constantly see them showing us. And you'll also see other clips like with nuns, right? And you'll see her going to confession, right? The Catholicism, the Vatican worship, right? Because people see this, they automatically think of Christians, right? And so they have nuns, so people automatically think of Jesus because that's how they've been trained. And then they're throwing money at each other, they're drinking, they're being hoary. I mean, all this stuff that's just ridiculous. And then you'll see actually, the bird cage, which is another symbol that I expose all the time. You'll see, women dancing inside of the cage. This represents MK Ultra and mind control, right? The cage bird theme. We see it all the time with Taylor Swift, Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera. It goes on and on. Katy Perry, all the female musicians, and a lot of the male ones. Shakira. They'll use the birdcage or caged theme, which represents MK Ultra, just like you'll see with the leopard print and the sex slave mentality. Another thing you'll see in the video, which goes with the theme of it, is they zoom in on a sign that says one way. And, I know people will be like, oh, that doesn't mean anything. Every single thing that goes into one of these videos, like just imagine if you were a student going to school for editing or music, or, not music, but something in film. You'll learn that every single thing that's put into a movie, there's just put a DVD on. How many hours of outtakes are there? How many deleted scenes are there? Everything that goes into it has to fit, and it's there for a reason. Nothing goes in, they just throw it in. They're like, let's zoom in on a one-way sign, right? This represents the one world order, the new world order, that there's one way. Because they're believing and they're teaching that the only way is to Lucifer. But in reality, the one way is to Christ. The one way to salvation is through Jesus Christ. And people who see this video and see all my videos should realize that they are pushing Satanism. And that should make you see, at the very least, if you're atheist or you're a non-believer, that they're trying to tell you the opposite. And that should at least make you open your eyes to picking up the Bible and reading the Bible and trying to find salvation through Christ. So you see the one-way sign and the one world order nonsense. So again, to recap this, you have her with the angel wings, right? The black and white duality colors. No big deal, right, that the priest is wearing an upside-down cross with the Baphomet pentagram on it, and then he's taking a bath in a milk bath. I mean, these are just things that I'm always talking about, but I guess I'm just pulling them out of my rear end and making it up because, it's just there for everyone to see, but people's brains are not trained to see these things. They only see what they want to see. Okay? And then, of course, the do what thou wilt, right? The TV screen, do what thou wilt, shall be the whole of the law. Love is the law, love under will. And that's why you see all these celebrities like her wearing shirts with the eyeball and the heart inside of it, just like the Katy Perry video I recently covered, where they zoom in on her eye at the end and she has a heart inside of it. Okay? What do you think? Is it all coincidence that they're just constantly using the same things over and over? And Katy Perry is like, or BB Rex is like, I didn't even know Katy Perry just did this a week ago. Wow, that's crazy. It's repetition. They are brainwashing you through repetition. Repetition is the key to mind control. That's why when you're in your car and you hear a song, you might hate the song, turn the radio up, but you'll be singing it an hour later, in the shower because you might have heard it again, or you heard it at the mall, or you heard it somewhere else, right? Whether you like the song or not, it gets stuck in your head. It's because that's what mind control is. It's repetition. It's hearing it over and over, right? And that's why in music they repeat the same verses because it's a spell. It's magic, okay? So this is BB Rexa, more crap from the mainstream music industry, doing the milk baptism, but that must be a coincidence too, right? Give me a break. I thank you for listening to today's show. God bless all of you and your families.